Hey YouTubers, it's Charlie. This week Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. totally took a field trip to Tahiti, temporarily resolved the Sky plot, introduced two new characters from the comic books, and left us with a giant teaser at the end. If you're finding me for the first time, usually Tuesdays are dedicated to Marvel videos, especially if there's a new episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I also do a Marvel movie video too, so feel free to leave me any suggestions for future videos and subscribe to get everything. This week was just a little bit different just because there were a few extra trailers to get out, but let's talk some Tahiti. So careful for spoilers if you haven't seen the episode yet. But number 5, Belinda May frees the beast all over Quinn. This is ABC, so I didn't expect her to give him the business too badly, but it was still pretty fun. They hadn't done much with the Quinn character after they captured him. I would have thought Ward would have been the first one to smash his face in though. The whole moment was really just used to get Coulson to figure out that the clairvoyant wanted Quinn to shoot Sky, so that Coulson would take her to the Tahiti place and give her whatever super serum he received. Plans within plans. This only sucks if you're Sky, because shooting her was really a red herring. It had nothing to do with killing her. Number 4, Bill Paxton guest stars as Agent Garrett from the comic books. It's always fun to see people from the comics. Garrett is mostly known as a former S.H.I.E.L.D. agent who was turned into a cyborg. Like the same type of thing that happened to Mike earlier this season. Before he became a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, he was guilty of all kinds of awful stuff. Had he been in the DC universe, he probably would have been recruited for the Suicide Squad. That's how bad he was. After the Civil War comic book line, he did get flagged as a potential new Avenger though. All I could think of when he was on screen though was the Colonial Marines from Aliens, which is kind of relevant actually to one of my other top moments. Number 3, Tahiti. Not such a magical place after all. So this is a bit misleading because Tahiti turned out to be a special facility with a miracle drug, so it kind of was a magical place. I mean, it brought Coulson back to life. I'd hoped they would find more comic book teasers here than they did, but a couple of things we learned were that Nick Fury is a level 10 agent, meaning it probably stops at 10. More to that fact though, WTF does Tahiti stand for? It's an acronym, so let's try and solve that Rubik's Cube in the comments. Who else got a real Tesseract vibe from the computer database Fitz and Simmons used to find that location? It's a S.H.I.E.L.D. black site, meaning there are probably more of those hidden illegal underground bunkers like this all over the world. The Winter Soldier movie is actually going to deal with some of these things, the secrets within secrets that Coulson is dealing with right now. Number 2, the mystery serum that they gave to Sky. The whole conceit of this was that Coulson discovered it was the serum that caused him to go crazy whenever they were bringing him back to life. That's why he didn't want them to give it to Sky. If you didn't catch it though, Coulson and the team talk about how she didn't make any noise whenever they gave it to her, meaning she did not have the violent reaction like Coulson did. I'll talk about that more in a second because it's actually a huge deal. And my number 1 moment, no surprise here, Blue Alien in the Tahiti room. So many WTF things about this, so let's start with the biggest part. Who is he? Well, right off the top, Marvel does not have legal rights to use the Kree, so the other possibilities are Frost Giant or Centaurian. Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy is a Centaurian, that's his race. He's played by Michael Rooker, as you can see. The person in the tank looks much bigger than him, meaning I really do think that it's a Frost Giant. It certainly would fit with all the other connective Thor tissue that the show has had this season. So what does it mean that Sky did not flip out whenever she took Frost Giant blood? She might have Frost Giant DNA. Who else is there in the Marvel universe that looks like a normal human being but has Frost Giant DNA? Well, Loki of course. He's 100% Frost Giant, but he was the runt of the litter. So just because Sky is a potential Frost Giant doesn't mean she's related to Loki. But hopefully we'll find out. Isn't it just so curious that the next episode is another Thor-based episode with Lady Sif and Lorelei? As Sherlock would say, the universe is rarely so lazy, there's no such thing as coincidences. My Loki clairvoyant theory is starting to seem a lot less crazy though, but alternatively it's totally possible that Marvel worked out some of the legal mumbo-jumbo to use the Kree, and that's who it is. It would be a bit left field as we haven't seen any Kree anywhere in a movie yet, and introducing them would be a huge deal. And Yondu's race, we haven't seen them in any of the Guardians of the Galaxy trailers yet either, so why would they introduce him on a show first before they did in a movie? But let me know what your vote is. Was the giant blue alien a Frost Giant or was he someone else? Remember, he was really just the upper half of a giant blue alien. Overall, I gave the episode a solid B+. Even though they showed a freaking alien, the episode had its lowest ratings all season long. We can probably blame the Olympics for that, but the story was great. The only thing that I did not like was the hospital scene. I felt like they were trying to do a mini episode of ER or Grey's Anatomy, and I do not like hospital shows if you can't tell. Bill Paxton was great as a sleazebag S.H.I.E.L.D. agent from the comics, and as much as people are down on the show, I think that once they revealed the truth behind whatever the mystery of Sky's parentage, the clairvoyant, and Coulson's mystery serum are, the show is going to exist in this meta comic book place that everyone wants it to be in. Like I said, next week though, Lorelei is introducing magic into this world now, or the world of S.H.I.E.L.D., so to speak. I have some suspicions about the nature of magic in Thor as Loki practices it. One of the cool things we learned about that from the Dark World was that Frigga, his mother, played by Renee Russo, was actually the one who taught him magic. It will be really interesting if Skye turns out to be part frost giant because it provides some really cool opportunities to mirror Loki's narrative. Finding out you descend from your sworn enemies, but you made a home with a different race of beings. Loki obviously went a little bit nutters with that, but he is named after the god of mischief. Here are actually a couple other big giant comic book bombs that are being dropped on Arrow if you're not watching it yet, because you should be. Right now on Arrow, they're bringing on the Suicide Squad. They totally just teased Harley Quinn for the next episode. I'll be talking about that later tonight, so be sure to subscribe to get that video. Also, feel free to leave me any suggestions for my next Marvel movie video on Tuesday. Right now, click here for all my Loki clairvoyant theories. It's still up for grabs, so we'll see. But you can also click here to learn all about my top choices for Captain America 3. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tonight. High fives.